Hey, this is Adventure Dog, and I want to share with you my recap. I'm really happy with this trade. It was a single trade, one and done. But what I did is I incorporated what Andrew teaches with new 5-minute highs, new 5-minute lows. I incorporated a strategy that another member came up with, Robert H. the Great Reversal here. It's on a note card in front of my desk. I love this. You see this? This is an A1 plus setup. And I've talked about it many times before, but you could pause and look at this. These are the requirements for it to happen. And I used my own strategy as well with talking with another trader here. And when I combined all those things and see different indicators on different time frames and try to incorporate everything I've learned and put it into my style of trading, boy, that's where you feel great. And today recently I've been trying to work on my exits because I've really learned and understand that a great trade, a great setup, and a great entry is nothing without great exit. So I have to work on that, and I have been. So for the Robert H. the Great Reversal, me and another trader realized that when that happens, when the 50 and the 9 and 20 cross, the 20 always crosses the 9 first. Okay, it does. And so if we can preempt that, not preempting it too early, but preempt it, and we see this 50 swooping in and we think it's going to break, we see what we want on the 5-minute and the 15-minute, we can get a much better entry. So you can see on the 15-minute, I haven't made my trade yet, but I see it's curling and no new high. Okay, so we've got a doji indecision candle right there on the 15. On the 5-minute, also, look at this, how clean this is. No new high. No new low, no new low, new highs. There is not a single new low, so I know this is coiling. As soon as there's a new low, I know what could happen. Tons of people are going to have to cover their long positions because that's where they're going to be putting their stops, and it can trigger a huge downfall, a huge waterfall of events, okay? So I love that clean price action. And now I come across this, our very first new low with downward pressure. So you still see, right, when this 5-minute happened, I still have not made my trade yet. And then right there, the 20 and the 9 cross, I see the 50 coming up. This closed for the first time with a new low and downward pressure, and I get in, and look what happens on the 5. It is a dump. And why is it dumping? Because people are having their stops for their long here, and it's just triggering all of them. And it turned out to be the Robert H. the Great Reversal, where the 50 crosses the 9 and 20. And if I waited for that to happen, my entry would have been horrible. So I preempted it. And so my entry was here. And it was at 155.22, I think I got filled about, for a short. And my stop was 155.42. So it was a 20-cent stop. And here's what I've been working on now more than anything else is my exits. You need to exit cleanly. So usually in the past, after a 20 or 30-cent drop, I would have exited some, but I'm realizing this is a dump. If this reversal is going to happen, I'm going to get such a bigger move. Don't waste your good trade by locking in profits too early. So even on this first area of consolidation where I would always take profits, and many of us, if not all of us, would do that there, today I didn't do it. Look at that. I did not exit. Second area of consolidation, it's under everything. If we look at the 5-minute, it's just, newer low, not a newer low. So right here has a newer high, and that's again where I might get out. But it looks weak to me now. It looks like it's going to dump. So I don't get out. And look here on the daily chart. I got this short right at the top. Okay, so now my exits, I had my exit 80% at 154.06. That's what I was doing because I saw on the 1-minute chart and the 5-minute chart that we had the VWAP combining with other support at that MA, the VWAP combining with other support on the 50. And so that's where I wanted to take 80% of my profit at 154.06, and it hit 154.09. And then we got the new 5-minute high, and I started questioning myself and killing myself for not taking profit. But you know what? I had my break even, and I was going to let it go back up to my break even or my original stop because I wanted to exit at 154.06. Then I had to leave the house. So here's where I kind of got a little wishy-washy. I put in a little range order, and right when I left, it got filled a little bit right here on the 5. And then I put in a range order for this level at 154.12 with the stop at my original break even. And I left the house, and sure enough, it filled. So what I realized is that my original risk was this, my original reward was this, and it was going to hit it. If I would have just left and didn't watch and overanalyze the chart, I had a 5 or 6 to 1 risk reward, and I ended up with only a 3 to 1 risk reward and then a 4 to 1 on the remaining 20%. So I gotta perfect those exits and realize when I do the reversal setup and it happens and I'm in that trade, I've gotta hold and have patience. That's my trading style I want to do, maximize my profits. And today I did a pretty good job, so I'm pretty happy with it. So thank you for Andrew and Robert H, because I'm just doing what I learned from both of those guys. So I hope you guys all had great trades also. Have a good day.